So today we got a different kind of workout, but an equally as important workout, maybe even more important than anything else that we do. And that is how to exercise with your kids. And my kids love to exercise, they're athletes. We get a group of kids together right here at the RRL and we do CrossFit inspired workouts for the kids. Today we're gonna have a kids workout that's gonna have skin the cats, deadlifts, squats, burpee broad jumps, and a few obstacles along the way. Stay tuned for a kids workout coming at you right after this. So today we're going to do a workout that's only for kids. Of course, adults could do it, but this is going to be with a group of kids that comes over to my house several days a week, works out with my son, several of his friends. These guys are all good athletes and aspiring athletes.
I'm Hayden Rowland, and today we're going to be working out with a couple of my friends and my dad. I try to do it every day after school around 3:30. Some workouts, it's hard and I really don't like them, but it gets me stronger and it helps me with sports, so I like it.
Now what I know about kids, having 3 of my own kids, is that they don't have a very long attention span at this age. Now the age that we're talking about is everything from 5 years old up to 13, where my oldest son Turner is 13. Now he is very capable of doing almost any Olympic lifting movement right now because we've been working on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a very short little warm-up to get the kids ready. They don't need a warm-up like a 42-year-old man does. What they want to do is they want to get in here, they want to find out what they're going to do, and let's do it. And so today we've got several sets of Olympic rings. We're going to teach them how to skin the cat. Hayden's going to show us what a skin the cat is. Where you go upside down, touch your feet, boom, and then come back over. And we'll adjust the rings so that they're right for you. And that's called the skin the cat, where you go all the way over and all the way back. You want to try one? The skin the cats, that's just fun. They like to go upside down. They're going to do that anyway. Then we're going to deadlift. It requires that you teach them in a way that they understand. And that is, you know, go to the zoo. Anybody ever go to the zoo?
Yeah.
All right, so you got a gorilla at the zoo. Gorilla doesn't stand like this, does he? Gorilla stands, gets his chest out like this, and he bends down and he looks real strong. He beats on his chest, right? You don't teach them, you know, trying to tell them certain angles that their tibia and their fibia are supposed to have. They don't care about that. All they want to know is, how do I pick that up and how do I beat the other kid? What we're concerned about is making sure that their back stays in good position so that they're not going to hurt their back. Not like this. And you don't want to come up with your butt first and then pick up, okay? Want that angry gorilla. You're here and you're just going to stand up. We're going to add to that 10 squats, and I'm going to show them how to do a squat to where your hip is below your knee, back is straight. All right, so what we're trying to do in a squat, keep our back straight. You're going to get your hip below your knee. So straight out, back straight, hip below your knee. Like this. Everybody stop here. Get off of your toes on your knees a little bit. Bring your feet out just a little bit. Good, good. Now, 1, 2, 3, up. Okay, so we can do 10 of those, right? Real easy. They're gonna do the burpee broad jumps. They love to jump over stuff. You're gonna drop and do a burpee. You're gonna stand up and broad jump as far out as you can go. And drop and do a burpee. And that's a cool thing for them because they can either decide that they're gonna really broad jump out as far as they possibly can, or they're gonna do more burpees. So I like that idea. And they're gonna see that one is faster than the other. Whichever one it is for them, that's the one that they're going to do. Then they're gonna run down, jump over a hockey stick that's at 20 inches, which kids love to jump over stuff, run down to a cone and come back. So everybody remember, the most important thing is your form. Don't break down on your form, straight back, okay? Today's workout's very simple.
and we're going to go for 10 minutes, let them do as many rounds as they can possibly do, and then at the end, you know, there's going to be some other things that we're going to do to keep it fun.
3, 2, 1, go.
I definitely noticed a difference with Progenics. The biggest things I noticed was, one, I wasn't quite as sore the next day, and I just felt more fresh for the next workout. And it just makes your next workout more productive, because you're not just running through mud, but actually doing what your body can do. I'm Chris Spieler, and I am Progenics.
Like Fitness Truth on Facebook to see our daily workouts, great articles and photos. Post your own scores and chart your progress so that we can cheer you on as you reach your goals. It's not just another Facebook page, it's a lifestyle. Three, 2, 1, go. 5 skin the cats.
When I'm choosing stuff for kids to do, I want it to be something that's easy, I want it to be something that's effective, and I want it to be something that the kid has fun. A lot of times, if it's not a workout like this, we'll do an obstacle course through the yard where we're jumping over walls and climbing under stuff and, you know, doing a pull-up here, climbing a rope. Kids love all of that stuff. It's all stuff that builds gymnastic ability and coordination, as well as, you know, helping them with their balance, helping them with their body awareness. Now, kids weightlifting is a hot button, right? A lot of doctors, a lot of people will tell you that kids should absolutely not lift weights. Well, if you go on the internet and you start searching it out, there's really not that much evidence that weightlifting hurts kids other than kids dropping weights on their foot. People lifting unsupervised and hurting themselves in weightlifting accidents. An adult is far more likely to hurt their lower back or hurt themselves weightlifting than a kid.
All the way down.
My feeling is that, and this is only my feeling, but my feeling is that weightlifting is fine for kids as long as it's supervised by somebody who knows what they're doing, and also that you never let the kid go to a max effort. Never let them see just how much they can pull off the bar.
Most important thing to think about is when they're doing their deadlifts. That's when I really want to watch them. Anybody can do the skin the cats right, anybody can do the burpee broad jumps and all of that right, but those deadlifts are the most important. You don't need to come up like that, just arms straight. Arms straight. Good.
There is nothing wrong with weightlifting. In fact, kids are weightlifting every single day. Your child gets up from breakfast, he gets ready for school, he slings his backpack over his shoulder and stands up out of the chair. That's weightlifting. Weightlifting doesn't have to be a bar and Olympic bumpers. Weightlifting is any type of resistance, right? A kid wants to play piggyback with his friends, and he puts another kid on his back and walks down the playground. That's weightlifting.
If somebody's on the skin the cats, then do your 10 squats. If you still can't find anything to do, then do your burpee broad jumps. 7 years old.
If you're a kid, it is so important that you are active. And part of being active is lifting weights, whether that is your backpack, a book, a bottle of water, the groceries from the store. Anything that is resistance is weightlifting. Every time a kid lifts weights, no matter what they are, they're getting stronger. It is incredibly important in this day and age that kids are active. Childhood obesity is at a rate that is so incredibly high right now that it's really something that I'm very careful about and want to make sure that my kids are active. We demand that our kids are outside at least an hour a day doing something. The CrossFit workouts bring kids together. It's a fun opportunity for them to get together, learn some technique, and also, you know, we're leading by example. We're showing them that exercise doesn't have to be a chore. Exercise doesn't have to be, you know, something that you hate. It can be something fun.
Hey, how you doing?
And it can be something that you can do with a lot of people. And, you know, when you teach a kid that, you're setting an example and you're setting for them the opportunity for them to exercise through their entire life.
It's very hard.
What's it hurt? Does it hurt your stomach muscles?
No, it hurts everything.
You know, I've built this place now. We've got all the weights. We've got everything we need. Now it's time to give back. It's time to teach these kids something that they can do for a lifetime that will make them better athletes, better people, and better dads eventually. Good. Back straight. Good. One more.
Each one of these kids is at a different skill level, a different strength level, a different conditioning level, but each one is going to be challenged by this workout. Each one of them is going to have fun doing it.
All the way up, Jay. As you start to get better, you're paying more and more attention to your diet, you're working out harder than ever, and you're seeing results. One thing to think about is to always have a great snack with you, a good snack that's going to give you calories from carbohydrates, fat, and protein. And here's a really, really simple way to do it. I always have some boiled eggs in the refrigerator ready to go. A boiled egg is a great source of protein, low fat. It's an excellent source of protein. I highly suggest that you have some boiled eggs available at all times. Then I'm always going to have a bowl full of fresh fruit. I've got mangoes, apples, bananas here, whatever's in season, it doesn't matter. You could have oranges, citrus, whatever. And then these are going to be my calories from carbohydrates. And then I'm going to make sure that I always have some fat in my snack. And I've got almonds, walnuts, and pecans. Depending on the day, I'll pick whichever one I want. It doesn't really matter. Throw an egg, an apple, and some nuts in a bag. You've got an excellent snack. Now, if you don't have time for that, or you would rather go with something that is already made for you, here's something that's on the market. I love this product. It's called Paleo Kits. It's beef jerky, nuts, and some dried strawberries, and it gives you a good ratio of carbohydrates, fat, and protein. Also, the profits go directly to Steve's Club, which is a nonprofit focused on enhancing the lives of disadvantaged youth through training, coaching, and community development. So Steve's Club actually does a great job. This is a great snack, or you can make your own. But think about it. You probably have around your house the makings for a great snack. Have a good snack with you. You're going to find that it makes your metabolism race by keeping steady calories coming to you throughout the day. Eat smaller meals, more snacks. Try that for a couple weeks and see how you feel.
This is a lot different because, you know, mostly what we're concerned about here, honestly, is that the kids have fun and that they're safe. In the morning, there's a little bit more competition
with the guys, and you know, you're dealing with adults. So you can tell them what to do and expect that they're going to do it. A lot of times with kids, you can tell them what to do and you turn around and they're doing something completely different.
Oh, I think it's incredible. My son plays every sport under the sun, and after games, he's worn out, so he sleeps better. And because of that, he gets along better with his siblings. So those are self-serving, but I'd say confidence is the biggest benefit from all this. And working out just makes him feel like he's more equipped for it.
How do you feel about this workout?
Pretty good.
So when I come, and my son, I just told him, I said, we're gonna do a couple push-ups. Next thing I know, we're doing a little CrossFit. So I think it scared him, and then I think, you know, he was smiling. I think it's great for him. I mean, in our day, it was oh my gosh, you basically either did the exercise or struggled with it until you proved to yourself you couldn't do it and you walked away. Here, I think it's great because we scale. These kids have a target movement, and if they can't do that movement, they do something that's a little less, but still it's building towards the movement that you want to do.
Put it between your feet. Move your feet up here, right next to the weights. There you go. Reach down. There you go. That's it.
I think it has a real impact on his performance. I mean, at this stage of the game, I definitely think, you know, in a lot of these sports, I can tell it's going to help him. It's going to benefit him to be able to hit a little harder. When he grabs somebody, he's going to be able to pick them up. I think the best thing about this is there's a bunch of kids, and right now they're over there just cutting up and having a great time. And they're at a gym and they're playing. I mean, that's unheard of. So I think that's what it is. That's a draw. These boys have fun being together. Sitting at home doing pull-ups, push-ups, he's not having that. Not at this age. He's 10 years old. Coming over here, he was dreading it. Now he's over there smiling. So, oh, this was good.
I definitely noticed a difference with Progenics. The biggest things I noticed was, one, I wasn't quite as sore the next day, and I just felt more fresh for the next workout. And it just makes your next workout more productive, because you're not just running through mud, but actually doing what your body can do. I'm Chris Spieler, and I am Progenics.
Okay, so if you're not strong enough to be able to do a pull-up right away, the Olympic rings can help you in this pull-up progression to get your first pull-up. And what you can do, a lot of people say, oh, I just can't do it. Well, that's not true, because here, I'm standing here like this, I lean back a little bit, and there's my first step towards a pull-up, okay? Doesn't look hard, it's not hard. So I take one step forward as I get a little stronger, lean back a little further. Well, that's a little harder. Okay, work on that until you get a little stronger. Another step forward. I'm getting in more of a reclined position. Okay, now I'm obviously getting stronger. Get to where you can do that. Take more of a step out. Okay, now I'm in this reclined position, almost a fully reclined position. I'm able to lift my body weight up with the Olympic rings. Soon that strength is going to be able to transition into actually being able to pull myself up, you know, from here all the way up over the bar, okay? So the Olympic rings can help dramatically in that. The other way that I'm going to use the Olympic rings is in the dip. If you've never done dips with Olympic rings, they are quite a bit harder than on a stationary object. Now, a lot of people will start shaking terribly like this, but as you get better, you'll be able to just push up like this without shaking too bad. Now, the muscle up is going to be a combination of both, the pull up and the dip. And in order to do the muscle up in here, this is kind of a low ceiling. I can do one. So I'll adjust my rings, get that up to where it's just about even. Okay, now the muscle up requires that I'm going to start in a pull up into a dip, and then transition up to where I'm going to be supporting myself like this in a dip. Now, one of the things about a muscle up is that you need to learn the false grip. And the false grip, this would be just a standard grip right here. The false grip is where I'm going to take my hand and I'll put it in the ring like this, and I'm going to support myself right here across the base of my wrist. And as I go in there like that, what that is going to allow me to do is, as I push up into that dip, I'm going to be able to make a smooth transition right into the dip. Okay? So the muscle up will look like this. I get my good false grip. I'm going to go down and I'm going to hang, rings out, and I'm going to swing into the muscle up and go straight up. Okay? So I'll show you that one more time. I'm going to get the false grip. Push up into the dip, all the way into the top to a full lockout position. When you can do the muscle up, I think you've mastered your body weight. Being a master of your body weight is incredible. You can do anything. You can pull yourself up over anything. If you can just get a grip on something, I know that I can get up on top of it. The muscle up is a great goal to set for yourself. Maybe you're already there. Good set of Olympic rings will get you there and keep you strong. Today's workout's very simple, and we're going to go for 10 minutes, and then at the end, you know, there's going to be some other things that we're going to do to keep it fun. We're going to do a broad jump contest and also a long jump contest, and of course, you always have the ropes. Kids love to climb the ropes, and you're going to have the competitions to see who can climb up the highest. Great, fine. That's fantastic for their grip, their core, their strength, all around. The rope climbs are fantastic. My feeling is that weightlifting is perfectly fine, but you will want to be very careful in how you supervise that child, and you don't allow them to just go and put as much weight on the bar as they can possibly lift up. You just keep it low, and the idea is that you are trying to teach these children the best technique so that they can continue to weightlift without injury. The idea here is just like when we do our workouts, we're going to have a certain amount of time. They're going to try to do as much work as possible in that amount of time. So they're working as fast as possible. Increased work capacity, that's the definition of fitness that we go by here at the RRL, and that's what we're trying to create with these kids. They could come back to this workout in 2 months, and they might be able to do twice as much work. Kids react to stimulus so much faster than adults, and they get better and better so much faster than we can. It's incredible to watch them learn. It's incredible to watch them develop, and we're going to see that we're going to develop some great athletes right here in our backyard.